My so-called life is sponsored by So it has definitely been a busy week here in the House of Sewing. I decided to clean this room and it was a Herculean task, but I was able to make room and it looks beautiful in here. Also, I'm going to show you how to look like you're wearing Balenciaga without spending thousands of dollars. Also, I decided to upcycle a couple of beautiful vests, and I made another 1990s style hoodie. So, like I always say, instead of talking about it, let's go check it out.
They're just touching Touchtronic memory machines.
Incredible.
I'm Polly Bergen. Only Singer makes machines this easy to use. Touch. The memory remembers your stitch pattern instantly. Touchtronic speed control remembers to adjust your fabric thickness.
What about basting?
Touch. Great. You can forget about your sewing machine and concentrate on sewing. The Touchtronic memory machine family. Come take a test, Touch.
So lately, I have been cleaning everything, and I found this sewing machine in my walk-in closet, and it was definitely forgotten. This is my Singer cocktail sewing machine. It is absolutely loaded. It has a self-winding bobbin, a pneumatic pedal, and it is the definition of an over-ambitious sewing machine. I purchased this about 2 or 3 years ago in Ventura, California, and it recently decided to start working. So instead of talking about it, let's go check it out. All right, so moment of truth. We're going to find out if this Singer cocktail is a dud or if it needs to go back in the shipyards or if it's actually working. Awesome. Oh, that's perfect. You know what? I guess it decided just to start working. I'm going to show you the front. And the back. You probably can't see that, but this threw down the perfect stitch. Do you know what the funny thing is after certain years, machines that were made of plastic, they're either DOA or they work. There's usually no in between. This machine decided to take its time, and that's okay. Because here in the House of Sewing, I absolutely love refurbishing sewing machines. So the Singer cocktail already was in the fleet, but it's working again, and that's what's important. So, like I always say, stay creative, keep sewing. So recently, during a live stream, I decided to go on Balenciaga's website and look up some of the styles and some of the prices. I was completely shocked when I found out that I have things in my closet that are similar to Balenciaga. So here in the House of Sewing, I am all about going to the thrift store and having the time of my life. When I go to the thrift store, it gives me options to look any way that I want, as long as I'm willing to look goofy. But that's my style. My whole point is that for less than $2,000, you can take yourself to your local thrift store and buy an oversized denim coat. It'll look just as trashy, and you can stand around and look stoic just like the models do in the commercial. So, like I always say, stay creative, keep sewing. There is a ton of stuff in my sewing room. I go out of my way to find crazy things to bring them back into this room because I absolutely love sewing, but I also love abstract things. But this room has grown, and it was time to expand. My lovely co-host on my live streams, Waternay, suggested that I should open up the closet that I've been ignoring this entire time. And I always say, I have no idea what's taking me this long, but truly, I have no idea what's taking me this long, but it has definitely opened up this room, and now I can bring my 6-foot table in here. I have space again in my sewing room, and I am absolutely beside myself. This is definitely a victory here in the House of Sewing. I'm completely stoked. Like I always say, stay creative, keep sewing. So it is no secret that I absolutely love wearing denim. It's something that I wear every day, and no matter how much color I incorporate into my style, it'll probably be underneath a denim vest or jacket. Recently, I purchased all kinds of denim, and I had a denim jacket that kind of stumped me. I've made all kinds of jackets, and I really did not know what to put on this particular denim vest. And then the patch arrived because I forgot that I emotionally ordered a Motley Crue patch at like 3:30 in the morning on Amazon. So I knew what to throw on that jacket. And I recently ordered more my so-called life patches. I was going for the something I could wear to my son's school, but it didn't necessarily come out that way. I love how this coat came out. The denim looks great. This is from a Bugle Boy jacket that I cut the sleeves off. This is what it's all about here in the House of Sewing, is refurbishing something and making it look amazing. So once again, I absolutely had the time of my life making these vests, and there's something I'm gonna wear every day. So, like I always say, stay creative, keep sewing.
Get the most fun out of life, out of being a mother and wife, with new fashion excitement that's all created by you. On your new Touch and Sew
Sewing machine by Singer.
Touch and Sew.
Another first from Singer.
Be the girl with the golden touch on your new Singer Golden Touch and Sew machine. Dozens of exclusive features, like this new built-in needle threader for the golden slant needle and the push-button bobbin that winds right in the machine. What a wonderful new feeling. You can do all three kinds of sewing: straight, zigzag, and chain stitch.
Touch and Sew, the push-button bobbin way.
Come sew on one at your Singer Center. Choose from 5 Touch and Sew models from $149.95.
What's new for tomorrow
Is at Singer today.
I absolutely fall in love with certain styles, and I have fallen head over heels for the 1990s style t-shirt hoodie combination. I've had miles and miles of fabric from Mr. Modelo, and I finally decided to do something about it. I had half a roll of this black woven material that feels great, it washes perfect, and it lays perfect on the body. I decided to add a Walmart oopsie hood, and it was magic. When I say oopsie, my local Walmart has a ton of miscuts and just flat out mistakes. I love the oopsie aisle because they're great for hoods, lining, and everything else in between. So I'm definitely going to call this a victory here in the House of Sewing. So I thought I would have it finished in time, but behind me is something that I've been working on today. I started it because I had an extra hour and I love an overambitious project. I was thinking about another 1990 style hoodie, but then when I started putting my pieces together, it became a sweater. I made this from drapes. I found a vendor in the San Fernando Valley swap meet that sells all types of material. And he has the exact same rolls that they have in downtown. But this particular vendor also sells old drapes and rugs. I made a hoodie out of a rug, and that's when I started on my quest to make just crazy things out of everything I can find from this one particular vendor. But when I put this together, it turned into a sweater, kind of. So we'll see what happens. Tune into my Saturday live stream and I will definitely let you know. But this has been awesome, and there is never a boring week here in the House of Sewing. I hope everyone is doing well, and if you've made it this far, I absolutely thank you. Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time.